We have this polynomial x square minus 17x plus 30, and we need to factorize it using the factor theorem. We have already learned that if we have to factorize a polynomial using factor theorem, we have to find the value of x at which px will be equal to 0. Now I have already factorized it and I have obtained the factors as x minus 2 and x minus 15. This means that px would have been 0 at p2 and p15. So if you have to factorize it using the factor theorem, and if you follow the trial and error approach, then think of the possibilities that you will have to try. 1, -1, 2, -2, 3, -3, continuing up to 15. So you have to try so many possible combinations in this very case. And there may be cases where you'll have to try even more number of possible combinations. So how do you limit your possibilities? Is there any way in which we can limit the possibilities which we have to try? Yes, there is. First, let us generalize this. Say we have x minus a and x minus b as two factors of an expression. Let us expand it. X minus a into x minus b. So x into x gives us x square. X into negative b gives us negative bx. Negative a into x is negative ax. Negative a into negative b gives plus ab. This is equal to x square minus a plus b into x plus ab. Now, if we impose the restriction that a and b are integers, then this will be integer and even this will be integer, because if two numbers are integers, then their sum will be an integer and their product will be an integer. So this will be an integer and this will be an integer. Now if you have to factorize this, that is if you have to go the other way round. If you are given this and you have to get x minus a, x minus b from it, so essentially what you have to find out, you have to find two numbers a and b. In order to find these two numbers, we check different possible combinations. These are the two numbers where px will become 0 at a and at b. In order to find a and b, we try out different possible combinations of px. But observe that the last term here is ab. A and b both are the factors of ab. So we can limit our possibilities to the factors of the last term. So in general, whenever you have to factorize a polynomial of this form, where the first term has coefficient 1 and all the other terms have integer coefficients, then you can limit your possibilities to the factors of the last term. Note that you have to consider both the positive and the negative factors of the last term. So if you have AB, you have to consider all the positive and the negative factors of AB. Using this, we can limit our possibilities in hit and trial as well, and we can solve hit and trial in a methodical manner. Now you have to factorize it using factor theorem. So the coefficient of x square is 1 and the coefficient of x is an integer. The constant term is also an integer. So we limit our possibilities to the factors of 33. Now what are the factors of 33? 1, 3, 11, 33. So we check for plus and minus 1. We check for plus 3 and negative 3, plus 11 and negative 11, plus 33 and negative 33. So we have limited our possibilities to just 8 numbers. Now first let us check for 1. So we need to see whether P1 is equal to 0 or not. So let us substitute x is equal to 1. We get 1 square minus 14 into 1 plus 33, which is equal to 1 minus 14 plus 33. So 1 plus 33 is 34. 34 minus 14 is 20. We have P1 is 20. So now what can you say about this? Is x minus 1 a factor of Px? Well, we have seen that P1 is 20. That is not equal to 0. X minus 1 will be a factor of Px if and only if P1 is 0. But P1 is not 0 here. So x minus 1 is not a factor of Px. So we check for negative 1 now. We have already checked for 1 and seen that x minus 1 is not a factor of Px. Now we'll check for negative 1. So substitute negative 1 in place of x. This is what we have. Let us simplify this. Negative 1 square is 1. Negative 14 into negative 1 is 14. And we have plus 33. 1 plus 14 is 15. 15 plus 33 is 48. So this is what we have. P negative 1. Again, this is not equal to 0. So x plus 1 is not a factor. Now we check for 3 because we are only checking for the positive and negative factors of 33. So after 1 and negative 1, we check for 3. So find P3. 3 square minus 14 into 3 plus 33. 3 square is 9. 14 into 3 is 42. And we have plus 33. 9 plus 33 is 42. And we have 42 minus 42 is equal to 0. So finally, we have got P3 is equal to 0. So we can say that x minus 3 is a factor of this expression. Because if P is 0, x minus a is a factor. So if P3 is 0, x minus 3 will be a factor. So we say that x minus 3 is a factor of this expression. Now, we had x minus a into x minus b as x square minus a plus b into x plus ab. This is what we had. So we compared this expression to the right hand side. We'll have two factors of the form x minus a into x minus b. We have already got one factor as x minus 3. We need a second factor. That is, we need to find b. We have already got a. The last term is ab. So, the last term here is 33. A here is 3. Now, if I divide AB by A, I get B. AB divided by A gives me B. So, if we compare this to this, 33 divided by 3 should give me this value. That is x minus, what will be there in this blank? 33 divided by 3 should give me this value. So 33 divided by 3 is equal to 11. We should have 11 here. But let us check this using the factor theorem. 33 divided by 3 gives us 11. Let us check whether P11 is actually 0. So we substitute x is equal to 11. We get 11 square minus 14 into 11 plus 33. This is what we have. 11 square is 121. 14 into 11 is 154. And we have 33 here. 121 plus 33 is 154 minus 154. This is equal to 0. So P11 is 0. Now if PA is 0, x minus a is a factor. So if P11 is 0, x minus 11 will be a factor. So now we have got these two factors of this expression. Note that there will be only two factors because it is a quadratic polynomial. So x minus a into x minus b will be the general form of its factors, and we have got x minus 3 into x minus 11 as the factors of this expression. So x square minus 14x plus 33 is equal to x minus 3 into x minus 11. These are the two factors of this polynomial. Now factorize this expression using the factor theorem. Whenever you have to factorize a polynomial using a factor theorem in which the coefficient of the first term is not 1, we normally take the constant as common and make the coefficient of the first term 1. So we take 2 outside and write it in this manner. So px can be written as 2 into x square minus x by 2 minus half. Now we see that the coefficient of the first term, that is x square, is 1. But these are not integers. So we cannot limit our possibilities to the factors of the constant term. So we go about using hit and trial in the normal way. So first we check for P1. Now is x minus 1 a factor of Px? We can check whether x minus 1 is a factor of Px by calculating P1. P1 is equal to 2 into 1 square minus 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2, which is equal to 1 minus half minus half. 1 minus half is half. Half minus half is 0. So P1 is 0. Since P1 is equal to 0, x minus 1 is a factor of this expression. So we say that x minus 1 is a factor. Now we have to find the second factor. How do we find the second factor? Now, when we had the identity x minus a into x minus b is equal to x square minus a plus b into x plus ab, we had imposed a restriction on a and b that a and b are integers. But this is true even when a and b are not integers. This is true for any real values of a and b. So a and b could be any numbers. Now we can compare it to this. So if ab is the constant term which is negative half. So ab is the constant term which is negative half. X minus a is x minus 1. We require something of the form x minus b. So we have ab, we have a equal to 1, we need b. How can we get b? ab divided by a gives b. So negative half divided by 1 should give us this value. So negative half divided by 1 is equal to negative half. So we should have negative half here. Let us verify it using the factor theorem. So P negative half should be 0 if x minus negative half is a factor of this. So let us check for P negative half. So we substitute negative 1 by 2 in place of x. So we have negative half square minus negative half by 2 minus half. So we get 2. Negative half square is 1 by 4. Minus and minus give us plus. Half divided by 2 gives 1 by 4. Minus half. 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 is 2 by 4, which is half. Half minus half is 0. So we have 2 into 0, which is equal to 0. So we have P negative half as 0. This means that x minus negative half, which is equal to x plus half. X plus half is a factor of this. Note that x minus 1 and x plus half, they are factors of this part. That is the part inside the bracket. So we can write 2 into x square minus x by 2 minus half as 2 into x plus half into x minus 1, where these two are the factors of this part. So don't forget to write this 2 up front. So we have factorized this expression px as 2 into x plus half into x minus 1. We have factorized it using factor theorem, using hit and trial method, and finding the second factor intelligently using the identity for x minus a into x minus b.